So you got your salary, it's in your checking account. Now what? Well, I'm glad you asked. Hi, I'm Dina, and I'm so happy you're here today. Today I want to talk about how you can save that coin. So let's do it. The first thing you want to do is organize and budget your income. My favorite tool to organize my finances is Notion. Notion is free for personal use, and it's pretty much a website where you can organize your entire life.
Well, hello and welcome to my Notion. So this is my Notion dashboard. Here are all my little templates, and I also have them here on the side. And as you can see, here is a simple budget one. This is actually a template that is pre-created by Notion itself. So when you sign up to Notion, you will have this. So this is what it looks like. There's always a little explanation at the top for you to know how to navigate everything. And this is unfortunately not my real salary. Like I said, this is only an example to show you guys. And you can write down your expenses, then the amount. You can break it down in different categories and just create your own and give it different colors. Let's say here we'll make this into vacation. And then you can create it, and there you have it. I just added another little category. And then you can also put in the comments and the date and anything else you want. You can just pretty much create it however way you want it and just be creative with it. So yeah, that's Notion for you.
Now that we know where to write down everything and organize it, let's get into budgeting. The 50-30-20 method is a very popular budgeting method, where 50% of your income goes towards your needs, such as rent, utilities, groceries, and transportation. 30% goes into your wants, like shopping, going out to eat, and going on vacation. The remaining 20% go towards your savings, so your financial future. I personally put 30% of my income into my savings, and I'll explain to you why in a second. My next point is automatic transfer. Once you set up an automatic transfer for the beginning of each month, you'll know for certain that you put money aside and you won't just spend it at random. Saving money and putting money aside is great, but you know what's even greater? When the amount you saved increases over time. So invest. Invest into stocks or to funds depending on what your financial situation allows you and how familiar you are with the topic. If you're interested to knowing more about funds or stocks, let me know. I would love to make a video about that for you guys. Now, if you're a student or you're working on minimum wage and it's just out of the question for you to put 30 or 20% of your income into savings each month, I got you. 52-week envelope challenge. I'm pretty sure that all of you guys have heard of the 100 envelope challenge, where you have 100 envelopes where you write the number 1 to 100 of each of them, and depending on which one you pull out, you put that specific money in there, and you do that for 100 days straight. After those 100 days, you would have 5,050 euros, which, let's be honest, is very unrealistic when you're in your 20s. So I have a solution. How about you do the 52-week envelope challenge? The year has 52 weeks. So you grab yourself 52 envelopes, do the same thing as you would with the 100 envelope challenge, write down the numbers 1 to 52. By the end of the year, you'll have 1,378 euros, dollars, pounds, whatever. I know it's not as much as you would get with the 100 envelope challenge, but still, you saved something, which is still better than not saving anything at all. Remember in the beginning of the video, I told you I would explain to you guys why I put 30% of my income aside and not just 20. So here's why. Having a goal. I have a specific big goal for the end of the year. So the amount of money I put aside is a bit more than I probably usually would put aside. And from the 30% I put aside, I put 25% of that into stocks. I know it sounds very confusing. That's just how I do it and how it works for me personally. Then having a goal is helpful to stay motivated. When you're saving blindly, the chances of you just giving up or withdrawing your money from your savings account after a couple months are very high. So having a goal helps a lot with sticking with your saving. I'm pretty sure taking a nice vacation is on everyone's wish list. So start saving for that. This one goes without saying. Cooking and making coffee at home. There is food at home. Start cooking mostly at home and make eating out and ordering in rather a special event than something that occurs every second day. Same goes for coffee, especially coffee. Stop spending $5 on a cup of coffee and invest into a coffee machine and a to-go cup. There's Italian coffee presses that are 10 euros or $10 off of Amazon, and those make the most delicious coffee. So I would recommend you getting one of those and a to-go cup instead of running to Starbucks every day. Get a side hustle. If it's working in a coffee shop or doing some freelance work, whatever works for you, do that. If you have a passion, even better. Try to make money out of your passion. There's a lot of freelance websites where you can provide your services to people and make a little money on the side as well, or you just work in a coffee shop. Even if it's just 10 hours a week, that amount of money you can either put towards your savings or just have it as pocket money and spend it at random or do with it whatever you like. And the great thing is when you have a side hustle, you don't have to feel guilty about what you do with the money because you already put a specific amount of your income into your savings anyway. See the money from the side hustle as pocket money. This one I didn't do for a long time and I really regret it. Go through all your providers and your services. So I'm saying Netflix, Spotify, your phone provider. Prices change all the time and sometimes you're still stuck in the old rate and the only thing it takes is for you to go online, log into your account and just click and switch to a new rate. And that's pretty much it. That's what I did with my phone provider. I was paying the same amount I'm paying right now actually, but I wasn't getting the service I'm getting right now. So I was paying the exact same for a pretty crappy service. And then I was like, wait, I haven't checked into my phone provider settings in years. Let me see if there's anything that has changed. Because I was thinking about changing my phone provider and I was like, oh, I'll just stay here and just switch the rate. So now I'm getting more for the same price. Sign off of all newsletters. You know when you go onto a website and this little window pops up and it says subscribe to our newsletter and you'll get 10% off your first order, or subscribe to our newsletter and you'll get notified when we're having sales. It's a trap. Signing off of newsletters is so helpful because you won't fall into the trap of just spending money for things you don't need or didn't want to begin with. Same with Instagram. When you go on Instagram nowadays, there's a lot of sponsored posts for a lot of different brands. I deactivated all of those because I fell into the trap of spending money for things I didn't even want and need to begin with. I know the topic of finances and money is a very tricky one, especially when you're in your 20s and you're just starting to get familiar with money. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is you have to change your spending habits. And that's something that takes practice and getting used to. So don't be too hard on yourself. Knowing how to manage your money is something that takes practice, especially when you're in your 20s and you just gotten your first real job and you've gotten your first salary. I hope this video was helpful to some of you guys and you could take something away from it. Let me know what you would like to see next in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. And I'm sending you love wherever you are in the world. Bye!